Well, hi, everybody. Thanks for joining us on Logistics Executive TV. Today, I am joined by a specialist leadership executive. She is the founder and CEO of MDS Alignment, specializing in authentic leadership creation. She's a consultant. She's a strategy advisor. She has held extremely senior positions right across industry, and especially in the logistics and supply chain field. We'll talk a little bit more about that in a minute. But she's also the author of a book, a co-author of a book that's recently been published. And that's one of the reasons we want to talk to her today. So without further ado, I'm very pleased to welcome Mandy Deakin-Snell from the UK. Hey, Mandy.
Hi, thanks, Kim. Lovely introduction. Appreciated.
So, Mandy, you have recently released a book, which we want to talk about today, called The Logistics Legends. So, by all means, give us a bit of a heads up on where the idea of creating, I'm not too sure if that's your first book, and where the motivation was to produce the book itself.
An interesting journey, actually, Kim, because I was approached to write the book with other potential authors from the industry. My dear friend Rudy Bertie introduced me to a lady called Christy Guo, and she was basically putting together a book called Logistics Legends to bring some of us together to tell our stories of how we got into the supply chain industry, because it's not really something you wake up in the morning and go, I think I want to move parcels around the world, or I think I want to get into logistics, is it? So,
really, you just get absorbed into the vortex of it and spend the most of your life in it.
Exactly. You either love it or you hate it and get out really quickly. But like you, we stayed in forever, and it became a fantastic career. And she wanted to, the angle of the book was, tell me a story how you got into the industry, what dragged you or what pulled you towards this kind of, the supply chain sector. It's very different. And as I say, not everybody wakes up wanting to do it. So I was intrigued. I've always wanted to write a book. I've got hundreds of journals with lots of stories, some very funny stories about logistics. Maybe I'll bring that one out next. And this one was a little bit more of a quite cathartic journey of how did I get into this industry? And when I started writing, I couldn't stop, and realised that, there's some interesting insights that the younger generation might find useful, because they often think a career is going to make them happy, but it isn't. You have to be happy in your career and create what you want.